When I, as a scientist, look at what excites me about science in general, what comes to mind is the amazing productivity of the human mind. My name is Dr. Elba Serrano. I'm a Regents Professor at New Mexico State University. I have a 9-month appointment in the biology department in the College of Arts and Sciences. I'm a professor. That means I teach students, I do research, and I do a lot of service. I have an undergraduate degree in physics from the University of Rochester, and in graduate school I went to Stanford University to study biophysics. There I acquired a specialization in neuroscience. I did postdoctoral training at Stanford Medical School and also at UCLA School of Medicine. When I was a postdoc, I worked with somebody named Bruce Ransom, and with him I learned a lot of the cutting-edge techniques of primary neuronal culture. I then worked with somebody named Bob Shimke, and there I refined methods for looking at the cells called glia. These are the cells of the nervous system that are the subject of the Manassi project. And this was a project that looked at drug effects on these cells. When I came to NMSU, I founded a laboratory based around research that I had been doing more recently, but this project stayed at the back of my mind. We now recognize that these cells are very important in the healing and regenerative properties of the brain, that they're going to play a critical role in things like traumatic brain injury and other neurodegenerative disorders. So the Manassi is the perfect opportunity to take this project and mature it, and it is perfectly timed for the issues that we face today with brain and mind. So the project that I have in mind is in collaboration with colleagues at Sandia and also in partnership with students here. It has two components. One component is to engineer cells in plastic dishes. To study these cells in 3 dimensions, we have cells that we can culture, we can grow them in plastic, we can engineer them, and at that point we can look at the effects of medicinal compounds on these cells, plant compounds, and how they could promote regeneration and how they could heal the cells. The second part of the project is in collaboration with engineers at Sandia and at the Center for Integrated Nanotechnology. They have the capacity to use micro-engineered machining methods, MEMS technologies, to develop surfaces, neurochips we call them, that we can grow the cells on these chips and then register chemical and optical activity. So we can look at how a population of cells responds to a chemical. I am very interested in identifying interventions that are feasible, that are practical, and so medicinal plants, particularly compounds that are available already, any use that we can find for compounds that could be potentially therapeutic, that would be accessible to people, is something that interests me. The research that I do is coupled to student training, and it's something I believe in, and it's one reason I came to New Mexico State. The teacher-student or mentor-mentee relationship is really a dynamic one, and so the more I listen to my students, listen to their hopes or aspirations, the more I learn. And I think that is part of what science is about. It's teamwork. So at NMSU, we have a lot of programs that train students to be biomedical researchers, hopefully to have PhDs. And it has been my privilege to be able to lead those programs, now transition them and build new leadership among faculty so that we can train students to do the work I love to do, because I love my job. I really do love my job. I don't love the paperwork, I don't think anyone does, but I love my job. Winning the Manassi Scholar Award means a lot. It's a sign of recognition of my work, and I feel that my accomplishments also are attributed to all the people with whom I work, my mentors and my students. So I feel that it's a recognition also of my colleagues, and I count my students among them. I'm also very grateful to the Manassi family for investing in NMSU, investing in us and what we can do, and of course to the college. I hope that I'm worthy, and I hope that I'm able to rise up to the expectations of the award.